The export version of the BF-2C-1, the Hawk III differed from the US Navy fighter bomber in reverting to the wooden wing structure of the F-11C-2, spruce beams with plywood webs and spruce rims, and in having a Wright SR-1820F-53 Cyclone, offering 785 horsepower for takeoff and 745 at 2,925 metres. Gun armament comprised of two synchronised 7.62mm weapons. The version exported to the ROCAF was officially the Model 68, but in service in China it was more commonly known as the Hawk III. The Hawk III served as a multi-purpose aircraft in the nationalist Chinese Air Force, acting as both the bomber and the primary ROCAF fighter during the initial phase of the Sino-Japanese War in 1937. It was flown by some of the most famous Chinese aces of the war. Bearing the brunt of the Japanese attacks on Shanghai and Nanking in the first few months of fighting, the Hawk force was badly worn down during these aerial battles. It was gradually replaced by Soviet fighter types as the pre-war ROCAF was ground down, and Russian-built I-15 and I-16s were imported to rebuild it. In War Thunder, the Hawk III is a premium rank 1 Chinese fighter, with a battle rating of 1.0 as of time of recording, previously moved down from 1.3. It was introduced in Update 1.91 Night Vision. The pros and cons of the aircraft are as follows. For pros, it has a large payload, good for destroying bases and ground targets in Tank RB. It has good manoeuvrability and speed when unladen, has good low speed handling and low stall speed, and a retractable landing gear to reduce drag. However, in its cons, its armament is rather light and inflicts very little damage. It has slightly lower payload weight than the equally ranked HS-123A1 in the Chinese tech tree, and its undercarriage takes a long time not only to deploy but also to retract, 51 seconds in total. Overall, I have found the Hawk III to be a rather enjoyable aircraft to fly. Being as it is at a low rank and quite a low battle rating, naturally a lot of the opponents you fight are also biplanes just as yourself, with a few early monoplanes scattered about here and there. While its speed can sometimes be quite troublesome, especially when trying to chase down monoplane fighters that you will encounter, it has no problems in retaining energy, gaining energy, or manoeuvring regardless of it being at high speed or low speed. As of yet, I have been unable to actually rip the wings off the plane whilst travelling at high speed, and it has maintained a decent level of controllability regardless of the situation I've put it in. While its guns can be rather weak, only having two 30 caliber machine guns, it does have a reasonable ammo loadout for both these weapons, and so you can get quite a lot of time on the trigger before you find yourself needing to return to base to rearm. It also has a minimum fuel load of 33 minutes, which in most cases will see you all the way through a game from start to finish, unless you happen to find yourself in a match where a few bombers on the enemy team have climbed into a high altitude and you're required to go and hunt them down and wait for teammates to do the same. Overall, I would recommend this premium for somebody who is just starting to grind the Chinese aviation tree in War Thunder, and I would find it is quite a nice premium to have overall, even when it has expended its usefulness in grinding research points to research the lower tier of aircraft. As usual, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you all next time.